One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utah Utes offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Over his guy. Down to... Six-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Van Buren. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Stark. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The give from the gun. He'll try to take it back. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. Turns it on at midfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Kansas State pushing the pace. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McLaughlin. Fires to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Handoff to the lone back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just Lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Using the quick game. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Skips away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's McLaughlin. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice.
Fires toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right on the brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The offense changing the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Kansas City, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking for a man. It's McLaughlin. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Stark. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Got him downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A strike downfield. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's McLaughlin. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Under fire, looking to get it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Utes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, mark it at the 16-yard line.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Utes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Handoff to the single running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. And the Wildcats racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They punted away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick handoff. Oh, what a cut! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to throw, it's McLaughlin. Trying to barrel in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got his man out of the backfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
The Utes will try to convert on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Extending the play. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and the second one usually he takes me out of the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the tight end. Right on target this time. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw again. Flips it out to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll toss it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the Utes will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Okay, looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because...
Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Kansas State quick to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This time he's got his man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's McLaughlin. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes down the right side. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. To throw again. It's complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They get the W, and with that being win number